Welcome back to Rooted and Rising, where we share authentic stories that inspire growth, resilience, and connection for individuals, parents, and family. In our last episode, Dr. Tang shared an active lifestyle isn't just fitness. It's also about building strength, confidence, and joy that ripple every part of our life. Devin is someone who truly embodies that, from serving to the gym, to staying active in many different ways. He showed that movement can shape not only the health, but also mindset and perspective. Devin, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So can you take us back to the first time you tried serving, and what was that moment like?
So during COVID, I was doing YouTube University. And I was like, oh, I can learn how to surf. How hard could it be? It's just a bunch of standing. I stand every day.
Yeah.
So the first day I went with my friend Mo, and we went down to Malibu. Mm-hmm. And we watched a few videos, and he says, oh, you think the first guy who was learning how to surf needed to watch videos? I'll be fine. So I did much better than he did.
Yeah.
So we went around, we were paddling, we swam with some dolphins, there were a bunch of pelicans, there were a bunch of fish moving around. It was really cool. But I had never struggled, not never, I hadn't struggled with something in a long time. So it was very, very difficult in the beginning.
Yep.
And if I actually had a stronger foundation with like a surf coach or something, it would have been much sooner. But it was a lot of fun. It's challenging.
Yeah.
It expanded my mind. It taught me a lot of patience because you're not in control.
Yep.
The ocean's in control all the time.
Yeah. And how many hours were you first time in the water when you first tried out?
10.
10.
8 to 10. Yeah, it was a whole day.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I was there from 9 to like 6 or 7.
Yeah, you touched upon really key factors for serving. I mean, from the outside, serving looks fun, but I know it takes, like you said, patience, balance, and persistence. And what lessons from serving that carried over into your life of water?
Other than patience, because anything that comes quickly is usually not worth whatever it is that you paid for it.
Right.
Obviously, the longer you endure a process, the better and more rewarding it is.
Yeah.
So obviously patience goes through there, not just taking your time, but being diligent,
Yep.
right? Being focused. I think that was an important thing. I mean, that spills over into every area of your life, whether it's through diet or exercise, or I don't know, if you're learning a new thing like surfing, right? So
that's awesome, and that's powerful. I mean, that connects back to what Dr. Tang mentioned, that being active, it's building something like strength beyond just the body. And I know serving isn't the only thing that you do. I know that you also spend time in the gym and doing other things. And how do you see that other activities that really help you shape your mindset, energy, and relationship to others?
Great question. So as far as like working out goes and surfing and being active, being disciplined to yourself is something that is just really strong for accountability and for you to actually be able to stay determined to hit a goal.
Yes.
So yeah, as you said, persistence is really important. But I mean, you have to be, gracious to yourself. You give yourself grace whenever something doesn't go exactly as you want. I mean, with surfing, for example, you're not always in control. With like working out, whatever your workouts are or whatever your diet is or however active you want to be, you have to make sure that you are able to maintain that. And if you fall off, it's okay. You just start again. Right. It's not a big deal. It's not like the world's over and you fall off the rails.
Yes.
I mean, giving grace to yourself is really important. And then extending that to others is important also. So that, no one's perfect. Everyone's trying to be a little bit better each day.
I love that. And then Rooted and Rising is what we wanted to inspire everyone, and including parents and family. And what advice would you give it to someone, whether they are an individual who just starting out or a family who wanted to build a active lifestyle, but not just from a health perspective, but also, building that confidence, strength in a daily life? What would you say? What would you recommend?
Great question. Okay, so the first place to start is by trying to do at least 150 minutes a week of activity, whether if it's swimming or biking or whatever you want to do, hiking, going on walks, whatever it is, especially if you're spending time with your family or your friends. It's really important. Trying to make sure that you're able to do things that you not only enjoy, but things you can do repetitively so that everyone can enjoy it and you can bring others along the way. You always succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we need to find the joy that we're able to do. So that's good for sustainability. If it were, there are times where we could force it for one time, but we can't do that. So it's really important to find what really best fit to ourselves, right? And into our family. That's great. Devin, thanks so much for sharing today. And I really love the journeys that highlights different qualities that you bring to your life. And for anyone who's listening, and I hope this encourages you to see that movement can be a path that brings balance, energy, and joy into your life. And thank you so much for tuning into the Rooted and Rising. Until next time, keep moving, keep growing, and keep rising.